Hello, we're MossCharmly.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about overthinking and how it pertains to your art and your life and everything in between.
Because it does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's give a thought about it.
Yeah. Hello, let me overthink this.
I like that patch.
Yeah.
So, we got a lot to say about it.
Yeah, okay. It's something that we do.
We all do.
Yeah, we all do this. You're normal, so, you're not alone in overthinking or feeling bad and feeling the negative outcomes of it. We just really wanted, others to recognize they're not alone with overthinking. And so we're going to discuss the downsides of overthinking and also some good behaviors that counteract overthinking that may help you out.
Yeah. So, we really hope this is going to help, and just, listen to hear us out for just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the downsides of overthinking.
Tell me.
Yeah, okay. It makes you stressed out about, the future, the past, maybe even what you could do, or all of that stuff. It just makes you stressed out about everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't help you with your art. It just kind of makes you just...
It's basically becomes self-destructive.
It is.
In many ways. So, yeah. It's hard to move forward. It's hard to really know what to do, what steps to take. It becomes huge. Almost like overly big.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You run yourself, tired and feeling bad, and you catastrophize things maybe that end up not being that big of a deal, but it feels like a big deal to you. Or just one of the things that frustrates me so much too about it is that you just end up doing nothing and you get nowhere.
Yeah.
And you think that in your head that you can you could problem solve all of these things like a frustrated, angry magician.
It's very true. You could figure it out somehow in your bag of tricks.
Yes.
But get the right wand. It's going to work out.
Yes.
No. And it's more about how you optimize your mindset in many ways. If you're going to catastrophize about something, it's okay. If you're going to overthink something, that's okay. But it's more of, let's think about how we can use this in a more productive manner. I've heard that a behavior that is very good and positive is that if you actually set an amount of time during the day, like that 30-minute period.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like you set an actual timer. So you can actually either write down, you really want to write down all of these things that you're overthinking about, or these issues that you may have either with your art, even with your life. And what you do is you look at them and try to create this a sense of objectivity, really, where you can look at these situations, these issues that you're having, and see what you can solve, And sometimes the things that you may be thinking of aren't exactly real, factual in many ways. It's almost like, am I good enough? I don't know if I know color well enough. And you're like, just please.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. It's okay. You know what I mean? Right? So yeah. So you sit down for that 30-minute time period. You write down the things you may be actually thinking about that are just sort of, cycling through your mind.
Yeah, scheduling time to sort of overthinking time, or just scheduling time for that. And just if you find yourself overthinking about something outside of that time, remind yourself you'll think about it later. Exactly.
And during that time you can actually see what you can solve. There's a lot of those things that you're going to be dealing with, writing down or thinking about that you've written down, and you're going to realize that, hold on, I can solve this.
Yes.
Right? And that's going to build a lot of, strength within yourself. You're going to feel like, okay, I can do this. It's going to be building something. You know?
Making it sort of about active problem solving.
That's it.
It's like, asking yourself what steps you can take to learn from a mistake or avoid a future problem. But it's like, instead of asking why something happened, what you ask yourself what you can do about it is better. Like making an actual action of something that you can do is really nice.
Yeah. It's an actionable event that you can catalog and categorize, make it something you can do.
Yeah, as opposed to something
that isn't able. It's that whole smoke and mirrors thing. You want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's where the whole, catastrophic or,
Catastrophizing about everything, yes.
That's what it really comes down to, because, there's one thing I will say is that I really do dislike a lot that people would say that you're either making a mountain out of a molehill, excuse me, or this, you're just making it bigger than it is. You're such, just over dramatizing. You know what I mean? And in reality, you need to first of all respect your feelings, and if you happen to have a partner that is willing to listen to you, more power to you. But you definitely
lucky
want
to have people
right?
that'll listen to you, or a friend, or somebody to hear you out.
Yeah, and and that person that you're listening to or sharing an experience with, emotionally, you really do have to be sympathetic and sensitive to them. You really want to be that way. And if you don't have an individual that, you can really confide in, then you really have to be, it's cliche, but it actually is beyond, what people would say, be your own best friend kind of a thing.
Yeah,
because it's more than that. You need to be your own caregiver. You need to be your own parent. You need to look at yourself like you are a little kid and you're like, hey, bud, it's going to be okay, man. It's going to be okay. Or whoever. You're like, hey, it'll be okay. Just be sensitive, compassionate, and caring, and look at things in a more, how are we going to fix this together? How are we going to do this together?
Yeah.
That's important.
I agree with that, because it's a lot of the time with overthinking, I know I make things out to be so much more than they are, and it helps to sort of notice that you're even just overthinking.
Yeah.
That, wow, okay,
I'm not a good enough artist.
Yeah.
It's that whole thing. It's so fascinating.
Yeah, or you just get really critical of yourself, and you just overthink about it, and it's sort of like also becoming less identified with your thoughts and not taking them so seriously, because sometimes it can be a lot of what you're thinking, and you might be telling yourself things that just aren't true.
Very much.
And that's okay.
Well, you're probably searching for perfection, right?
Yeah, that's usually something that's
untangible and unrealistic, right?
Artists tend to be very
they're perfectionists. That's where you get assumptions, and you get all of these presumptions and even expectations of yourself and what you can do, and you'll never reach any expectation that you have. The best art you could ever have, or the best art you'll ever feel about doing, is the ones you really don't have expectations about.
That's true.
You'll really feel more accomplished and more enriched by just sort of being in that Zen, sort of thing.
Yeah, when you're in that flow doing things,
Yeah.
and it's just nothing matters. It's also challenging your thoughts, maybe acknowledging that your thoughts can be exaggeratedly negative and overly critical, and
that's why you have to be compassionate to yourself.
That's
and through objectivity you really can be.
And
but
you
that's
be
something
kind.
you have to learn.
Yeah,
in time.
and it
You have to
does.
give
It's
yourself,
an
right?
everyday kind of practice. It's
is.
not like a one day.
Oh no.
Here's a tool suitcase. Take out your hammer and you hammer out
No, there's
the
not
kindness.
a magic wand
It's not
that
like
you can
that.
just pull out and negativis patronus. No, there's none of that. It's not happening. It's going to take time. You need to build that muscle in yourself to become more objective, become more actionable. What can I do? You're not going to feel great about yourself all the time.
No.
Anybody who says that to you, they're really not being honest with themselves. It doesn't matter how old you are, how successful you are, anything that's going on in anyone's life that you may have looked at as someone who's just like, wow, they're amazing, right? No, trust me, they're not 100% confident with themselves. It's impossible to feel that way, because you're always trying to learn something new. And you're going to be dealing with failure. You're going to be dealing with mistakes. You're going to be dealing with things that are out of your control. And that's what gets scary. That's when you really have to start thinking. And that's when those tidal wave of thoughts get to you. So.
God, that's so true. I just, I I have a lot of critical thoughts about myself with my art, and I just I have a quote that's really nice, and the quote goes, "One does not walk into the forest and accuse the trees of being off center, nor do they visit the shore and call the waves imperfect. So why do we look at ourselves this way?" And the quote is by Tao Te Ching, and it's just very beautiful and poignant when it's talking about being critical of yourself. And, a lot of people are critical of yourself as being an artist. So, and also, if you're having, just
a bad time.
Yeah.
And you're really struggling.
It's okay
That's
to just,
okay.
It's okay. And maybe just doing something for 30 minutes, which was this whole, what we're even showing is this drawing that's done in 30-minute intervals that you can do something. Yeah. You could still start something. You have that power within yourself.
Yeah.
You can do that.
You can chip
do it.
away at any project you want if you just deal with it in small, manageable pieces.
Yeah, one brick at a time.
Exactly. You have to think of the fact that you're building a foundation.
Yes.
Don't look at these giant monolithic structures that in your mind and in your head and in your heart you want to create and make, and think that it's just going to be poof, there it is.
Yeah.
No, you have to really be like, hey, I have to build a foundation first, and then I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to lay about 3 or 4 bricks here, and then I'm going to take a breather because there's a lot ahead of me and it really feels very daunting. But I will tell you it's doable, and you're going to build strength by doing that. You're going to be able to look at something objectively. You're going to be able to build perspective on what you're doing, what you're accomplishing, and never, ever forget what you have accomplished.
Yes.
Many times people
you overlook it.
You never even pay attention to what you've already accomplished.
Sometimes just even taking a photo of what you do and putting it on your phone to show what you have done is kind of a neat little thing to kind of as a reminder of yourself to actively do something. You don't need to put it nothing on social media. This is just for yourself.
A little journal.
Yeah, right? like a little journal, like a little phone journal, and put the date that you did that and the year. And
if it's in a sketchbook, flip through your old sketchbooks.
Yeah.
Just revisit those old friends.
You're awesome.
You know what I mean? Seriously. Yeah. And you'll see that because you won't even remember it. It's going to really, revitalize sort of those feelings of feeling like, I can do this. Look what I can do. And hey, you can.
Also, the distraction sometimes can help too. We didn't
get into distraction.
Distracting yourself
as a tool set.
is a great tool to do. So sometimes not, going for a walk or just doing something completely different from what you're even worried about is a great way to help you with overthinking.
Exactly.
Also for overthinking, we've got a great quote again, but
they have meaning.
Yeah, they do.
Obviously.
They have meaning, and I
quotes
think,
for a reason.
Yeah, they're really good. So it's like if you for doing enough, feeling like things are enough. Oh, and the quote is, "If a little is not enough for you, then nothing is." And it's by Epicurus, and I thought that was very poignant for that too.
That is, especially when you look at yourself and you don't feel like you're enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what do you expect of yourself?
Yeah.
What kind of
being in the present?
Yeah.
Practicing that mindfulness.
Yeah.
Kind of being there for yourself.
Being mindfulness for yourself.
Yeah.
Being compassionate for yourself.
Yeah.
All of these things are excellent tools. Give yourself the time and the space to digest what you're doing, know what you're doing, and hey, if sometimes it does get overwhelming, go for a bike ride.
Yeah.
Go for a walk. And remind yourself.
Dance.
Dance, right? Put the music on, right?
Yes.
Get dancing.
Get dancing.
Get dancing, people. So, we really hope this
helps you out.
Yeah, just a smidge or a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
You're just not alone in overthinking or worrying or feeling not enough.
Yeah.
We want to help other artists out there who feel the same ways and who go through hard times and need a little boost, need some confidence, and that's everyone. I think. Yeah.
Everyone needs that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we really hope this helps.
Shine a little positivity in your day.
That's right. Everyone needs a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Or a cat video. Go watch a cat video and distract yourself maybe
There's
sometimes.
some fun stuff, right? little daily dose.
Yeah.
It's awesome stuff. Exactly. So we really hope this helps. So keep, feeling and
keep drawing, keep doing
drawing.
art.
Just do what you really need to do. It'll be okay. You'll get through it.
Heck, do a different type of art even
There
if
we go.
you
Use a different medium.
Yeah, textile arts are
There we
fun.
go. They are, aren't they?
Legos are fun.
Legos, let me tell you. Talk about overwhelming and overthinking.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
sorry.
Legos are awesome. That's not about that. It's super awesome. So
Yeah.
watch a good movie, read a good book.
Yeah. Have fun.
Exactly. So this is
MossCharmly
MossCharmly out. Overthinking.
No.
Don't do it. It'll be okay. Okay. We did it.
Bye.
Bye.